Yeah, Steve here. This one was super hard for me because, this is one of my all-time heroes who helped me a lot. So what I'm going to share doesn't invalidate his life. You know, some time ago, back in 2010, the experiences I had, I kind of realized that trying to debate and intellectualize everything, the idea of apologetics never made any sense to me. It's like, I'm going to apologize for what? I'm going to apologize for Jesus, right? Apologetics, yeah, it's a big deal. But, well, Ravi Zacharias was, again, amazing guy, really clarity. But he's the one that really put forward intellectual Christianity, which we got to use our mind, to every man an answer. But if it's something that you got to memorize the answer, I just realized that at that time, that wasn't the direction I decided to go in. And, Ravi Zacharias is debating atheists, and, there's memes on the internet of him punching an atheist and then flying. Well, Ravi Zacharias didn't do that, but I'm saying other people did that are all up in their heads, intellectualizing everything. And of course, here in the West, that's what we treasure is our intellect anyway. So I understand it. But, just a couple months ago, I'm researching something about fallen leaders, to try to illustrate to my son, hey, there's people, leaders fall, and there's a process to deal with that. And in doing that research, I learned that Ravi Zacharias was living a double life, and going all over the world and doing all this intellectual debate. At the same time, he owned all these massage parlors in Atlanta, and according to the press release from his RCIM, had a double life for a long period of time. So that kind of tells me that, it doesn't invalidate his story, but there was a point in time at which he needed just to quietly step back and say, hey, I'm going to take a sabbatical or something, step back from ministry and go privately, I need to deal with these issues, and they would have been dealt with. And he could have gone on. But instead of that, he kept it all secret. And he died, age 74? I'm so sad. Again, it does not invalidate his whole life at all. But it really hurt me because here's another church leader, a high intellect church leader who falls. And I understand there's a restoration process, and I've got to post to that. But anyway, it seems to me that every time that I intellectualized Christianity, I kind of went around the mountain, and really didn't have, I'm talking about me, didn't have victory over my own issues. And that's kind of why I've stepped back, for a lot of years. But the point I'm making is that to intellectualize this thing, it's got to be this journey between your head and your heart. It's got to drop in your heart. And it can only drop in your heart after you experience it. It's an experiential, not all experiential, but that's the super important thing about the experience of it, because you can't take that away once you've experienced it. So I 100% build on Ravi Zacharias saying, hey, we have to use our minds. We don't trust in our minds. Anyway, that's a hard thing for me to face. It really hurt my feelings. But once again, I don't follow men. I have men that influence me, and he influenced me. But also there came a point, 2009 or 10, 11, I realized this intellectualizing things was not the way I was going to go about it. So anyway, all right, that's just some thoughts. Thanks. See you guys soon. Bye.